Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. Taking a look at Milwaukee, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year.
Seeing where the Bucks are, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Prince. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Rollins in at the point guard position. And for the Spurs, Barnes plays the four with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. And it's Fox in at the 1. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Rollins. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. I love it.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Outside Porter. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Well, when it comes to getting the ball in the open floor, no one is more dangerous than Giannis.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Rollins, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. Wembanyama with it. Now Porter defending. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Castle against Porter. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Hey, they had their chance.
Whoa! A big finish right there!
Oh my gosh, that was on another level.
Here's Rollins. 15 in his last outing. Over to the left wing. Antetokounmpo finds Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Over Wembanyama. And again, it's the Bucks missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Barnes. Now here's Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Over Prince. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Wembanyama's got 8. All right, Coach, what's your favorite thing about this point of the season?
Well, probably the games between top teams. You get a preview of what those playoff matchups might look like, and it's certainly a big draw for the fans.
Now here's Wembanyama, coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
Also, he had more blocks than New York City, offering up some incredible rim protection.
Stop the drought. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And Fox powers it home.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments and some changes here for the Bucks. Kuzma's checked in for Prince, and Cole Anthony subbed in for Rollins. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Kuzma with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell. Porter gets the bucket.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Pass to Castle. Outside Wembanyama. Takes a three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
And they got to the line at a good clip. Couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And this free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they miss. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
Here's Wembanyama after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Out to the wing. The fadeaway. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's Porter on the assist from Kuzma. Porter's got 5 points.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Castle outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Spurs leading by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. They've got Bobby Portis. Jackson out there with Cole Anthony. Then it's Green, and it's Kuzma in at the 4. Portis' shot is off.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Wembanyama, no good. Bucks trail by 6. Anthony finds Portis. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Green. Prince comes in for Jackson, and it's Rollins in for Anthony. On defense, San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Prince. Now here's Portis. He's covered by Fox. Cash is in the 12-footer.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Wembanyama screen. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard. I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Clock at 4. There's the screen. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks trail by 7. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for San Antonio. Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo outside. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Rollins. And here's Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. No good on the triple.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Bucks trail by 9. Throughout his career, Taurean Prince has continued to prove himself as a reliable 3-and-D wing.
Well, he's an athletic, strong, and confident swingman. And B.A., as long as he continues shooting it well from deep and locking guys up, he's going to have a spot in this. Great use of the pick by Adetokounmpo. Reading the game and getting the hoop.
Here's Harper. The rebound by Turner.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Assistant.
Spurs lead by 5. 1:36 left to play in the half. Down low. All right, let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see which teams are leading the pack in steals right now. Number 1, the Spurs.
And credit their relentless nature defensively for causing the mistakes. They apply a ton of pressure.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bucks.
And the son of NBA champion Ron Harper, Dillon is an intriguing player. He went 2nd overall in the draft, a versatile combo guard who plays with a lot of confidence.
Now here's Porter. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Rollins. There's a screen by Turner. Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. And the 3 off target.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Olynyk. Vassell comes in for Champagnie. Castle's checked in for Johnson. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. And Fox powers it home.
Well, if Fox gets within touching distance of the rim, he's not taking any chances.
And here's Porter outside. Here's Turner. Banked it in off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
It's stolen away. Here's Rollins. He's guarded by Barnes. Fox against Antetokounmpo. Four on the clock. He's off on the layup. And so it's San Antonio up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back after this.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. All right, guys, we've got to go back and talk about Victor Wembanyama and how he played in that first half. Just outstanding.
Wow, Wembanyama, no question, making his presence felt. Scores in a variety of different ways. A special, special talent, Ernie.
Yeah, I'll echo your wow. I'm glued to the screen when this kid's playing. He is a joy to watch. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Fox in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. No coverage that time. Porter's got 8.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Fox. The open shot, Barnes. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. It's stolen by Fox. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. The 3 from Barnes. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Outside Porter. Pass to Rollins. Back to Porter. Here's Turner. He's guarded by Vassell. Fades. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
The block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in...
Oh, Wemby! Finishing off the lob from way up there.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Castle. Porter from outside. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And as we head deeper into January, let's glance over the power rankings and see where we're at. You look at Oklahoma City, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for San Antonio, they're sitting tight in the number 3 spot, one of the league's elite teams. Every right to be confident no matter who they face.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Bucks trail by 11. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Fox. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Yeah, look, you got to block out Antetokounmpo, or this is exactly what will happen.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, a lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Taking us back to my days. A mid-range jumper from Porter Jr. I didn't know those were allowed anymore. And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Porter against Johnson. Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, for Turner, it looks so easy sometimes. His length and athleticism put the rim well within reach.
Johnson finds Olynyk. Here's Harper. Cornette controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Prince. Now here's Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rollins. From deep, Harper. That shot off the mark. And so Prince will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 9. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Harper. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Great look there, but off target.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
There's the screen by Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Prince. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Harper. Sinks that one from the post. Harper's got 5. And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Anthony is out there with A.J. Green. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Now here's Kuzma. Here's Portis. Rebound by Olynyk. Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A line change here for San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Anthony with it. Fox picks him up. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Kuzma outside. Shoots over Vassell. It's Kuzma with the miss. San Antonio leading by 13. Castle on the wing. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Monday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. And for the Spurs, they're shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Wembanyama down low. Antetokounmpo covering. Vassell outside. Wembanyama against Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama, no good. Bucks trail by 13. Throws it up high. No good. Box for 3. San Antonio again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A different look for Milwaukee. Prince is checked in for Kuzma. Porter Jr. comes in for Green, and it's Rollins in for Anthony. Now Antetokounmpo. And the 3 misses. San Antonio leading by 15. Castle using the glass to lay it in.
And for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
Knocked away. Stolen by Castle. Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. 20 feet out. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Turner. Inside, kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Spurs.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Victor Wembanyama.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. Green's checked in for Porter Jr. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Rollins.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Kuzma finds Portis. Back to Kuzma. Portis, left side. Yes, sir! They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
And here's Fox. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.